I'd like to welcome Jingwen Tao, who's the President, Western Europe for Huawei. Welcome.
Thank you, Michelle. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jingwen Tao, I think. Now, I think I have a requirement for the future's more efficient, mobile connected. So I almost only the Chinese guys, Asia face here. I can speak Chinese, that everyone can understand me by the connect through your mobile device or the phones. Just 2 weeks ago, they have a they have an Internet Congress, World Internet Congress in China. We suddenly find in the last 3-4 years, the mobile Internet became the most active industries. We got the data in China have about 800 million social network. More than 75% of this social network was through mobile device. Today, is a great honor that we have a chance to share in some opinions about the future's innovation and the technologies. I think that this morning we talk big data and cloud computing. A lot of new technology will be influence our futures. Today, I will be focused on talk about 5G. Maybe most of us, we already have a 3G phone in our hand. Maybe some of them, we already got LTE phones. Then, maybe some people will ask, why we need 5G? What's the 5G will look like? I'm not so technical, so I cannot the first two people. I'm not technical guys. I just consider myself as an end user. We can assume what's the future, what we want. First one, I think, is about the speed. What kind of speed we want? I think today that's based on our Huawei's lab, we test. In the future, we need more high speed because for the video applications, we think in the future, video applications, automatic driving, and smart grid, smart city, all these applications need more speed. And we expect the 5G can provide more than 10 gigas connect speed. This will be 700 times than 3G, 100 times higher than the 4G. I just give you an example. If we download 1 Gbps as high HD videos, if with 5G, you just need a second. But if you use 4G, maybe you need several minutes. The second thing, Dr. Jihad just mentioned, for the mobile networks, we need more connectivities. And we have this kind of experience, like today. Suddenly, in these small areas, we have more than several hundred people have smartphones. The network speed, doesn't matter, 4G means we can reach to 100 megas. But at this moment, I think all of us, we can feel the speed is coming down. Even in some situations, for example, in the World Cup, in some events, we find it's not just the problem of connect to the speed, it's the problem of the network is still working or not. So we think in the future, in the home, we think like our experience in Japan, in Tokyo. Not today, that's within 1 square kilometers, they have already more than 150 base stations to support the connect. But in the future, we think we will have unlimited requirements. For example, in the home, it's not just to connect with your families, your people. Maybe we will be connected with the TV, air conditions, even the doors, light, everything. How to build unlimited connectivities to support our life, more better life. I think this is also another requirement. The third one is the latency. That means we all have this experience. When in the voice world, when we make a long-distance calls, in that time, the latency, if more than 250 milliseconds, you cannot have a normal communication with the people. Today, the 4Gs, the latency is about 40 milliseconds. But in 5G, what's the requirement? Now we have a very hot topic is automatic drive. If the automatic drive, we can assume the car has 120 kilometers per hour. If that's within that 4G's latency, what's the result? That means the distance. If you have problems, the distance is about 1 meter. 1 meter. That's because the 40 milliseconds latency. But for 5G, we are expecting the latency to come down less than 1 millisecond. That means, based on this automatic drive situation, that's the distance will be reduced to 1 centimeter. I think what's this big difference from 1 meter to 1 centimeter? I think when you drive, you know. This is between the distance of life and death. So that means that as a conclusion, I think 5G will bring more experience to the end users. There will be more high speed, more connectivities, and more short. That's the latency. But don't forget, the 5G is still on the concept situations. That means that we still need, that's the industry, like the solution provider, the network operators. We need to solve a lot of issues. This is not only technical issues, but also that's the technical issues like that Wolf mentioned, the network architectures. How to manage the huge volume that's connected the base stations, how to use the cloud technologies. And also the spectrum became more important. That's a bottleneck to support this 5G. How to avoid the same things happened in the 2G and the 3G. In 2G, we have more than 7 countries, different standards. We have a different system, more than 8 or 9 different systems. But in the 4G, we also know they have a lot of spectrum. So that makes the device or the system more complex.
We're nearly out of time.
Okay, sorry. Then the third one is that's the business case. Who will be afford, that's the investment, like build so many networks. So we need more collaboration between industry, between the operator, vendors, and everyone's. We need together to leverage our investment technologies. This is not just opportunity for business. It's also opportunity for the labels. That means that that's expecting that through this 5G connections, they can generate more experts requirements. Huawei, we are committed that in the next 5 years, we will be investment $600 million together with a lot of countries to developing this fantastic technology. We hope we can together make it happen before 2020. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.